Hello and welcome. In this video, I'll show you part 2 of our hallway renovation as promised. It took a bit longer than I expected due to spontaneous projects, and some of the things that I ordered are still on the way, a lamp and a few decorations, but I thought it was time to upload this video. Sorry for keeping you waiting. But before I jump into it, here's a recap of part 1 where we did a DIY built-in storage and put up wallpaper and paneling, etc. I will leave a link to the video in the description if you want to pause this video to go watch it first. But make sure to come back though to see the end results. I'll see you after the intro. Alright, excuse the sound in the background, it's the washing machine. So I had this painting in mind when doing these frames on the walls, or paintings overall, but this painting in particular is very special to me. It belonged to my grandmother and we shared the same love for lilacs. Not only that, but the colors suited so well with the walls and the rest of the interior. So the first thing that I wanted to do was to hang this painting. We had this doormat temporarily until I could find something that I liked. I love this doormat. It says welcome to Neo and Nova with their faces. My boyfriend Eric ordered it, but it didn't really match the style I was going for. I had already bought a few different carpets for this space, and I had finally found something that suited. I wanted a doormat and a longer rug that had this countryside feeling to it, and this one had all the stripes matching something from this room, whether it's the walls, the bench, or the bureau. I was then a little hesitant if it looked a bit messy, so I bought another alternative, which I will show you in the end of this video, but this is the one I chose. It felt inviting and homely, and at least I got Neo's approval. Speaking of spontaneous projects, I knew I wanted a chair in the corner by the door, but I did not know or think that I would spend this much time and effort on it. I had this chair for over 10 years now. It has stood in my room when I lived at my mom's house, and this house was actually a manor from the 1920s, and this chair was already there when we moved in, so by the look of it I assume it's from that era, but I couldn't be sure, but probably from the 1940s. I have since then brought it with me whenever I moved, just feeling attached to it somehow. And I was just curious to see what it used to look like, so I decided to strip it from all the paint. It had 2 layers of paint, a yellow and a turquoise, so it was hard work. It took me 3 days, but it was so worth it in the end. Since the paint had been there for so long, it was really stuck there, and I tried my very best not to damage what's underneath. And let me tell you how pleasantly surprised I was when I discovered this beautiful pattern underneath, and it's so sad why someone would want to paint over this chair to begin with. Once I got all the paint off, I sanded and I covered all the cracks, and then I waxed it with this beautiful dark and rich wax. I really wish that I could save the original paint or pattern and varnish, but there was just no way around it. Nonetheless, it looks so much better like this. This chair was through so much with all the paint and gunk on it, and I now feel like it's retired to its original form, just looking pretty in the corner, and it really added a lot of warmth in the hallway.
running wild on this whole night, sitting by the traffic light zone. I don't know if I should go.
The next project I tackled was curtains. And why I say it was a project is because we didn't just hang them up. Since I wanted to decorate on a budget, repurpose what we already had, I had to dye and cut these curtains. I dyed them in black tea, soaking them in the tea water for a couple of hours until satisfied with the color. I hung them outside to dry only for it to rain during the night, so that was a bit pointless having to dry them in the dryer the morning after, but it was fine. It got the slight beige color instead of that stark white, and since we have the bureau partly underneath the window, I decided to cut them shorter and hem the bottom for a nice and clean look. And lastly, we hung the hangers that I absolutely love. They were supposed to be a part of the first video, but they hadn't arrived in the mail yet, so here they are. Stunning. So the very last thing to do now is to decorate and show you the results. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as the first part. Leave a like if you did. And please consider subscribing for more of this type of content. The next similar project I'll share is the kitchen and dining area, so stay tuned for that. Take care, bye bye.